So far, so good. But let's talk about maybe are there any downsides to cloud computing? Right? Are there any potential risks that we see with cloud computing as well? And a few years ago, there used to be this perception in the market that, well, cloud computing means that I also lose control because I no longer own the infrastructure. It's no longer part of my corporate data center. There was this perception that maybe there are security risks associated with the cloud. And I think over a period of time, those perceptions have changed. And for several reasons, the cloud providers have become better. For example, if you believe that connectivity is a risk, I may or may not have connectivity, or the cloud infrastructure may go down, so availability is a risk. But the downtime, through reliability engineering, through redundancy techniques like that, cloud providers have increasingly become more reliable. Compare that with what, say, your own team, right, as an enterprise or as a company, what your own team could bring expertise wise, right, to ensure reliability, to ensure redundancy, high availability. Or do you want to leave it to the experts, which is the cloud providers in this case? Again, connectivity risks and things have been also addressed in some ways by cloud providers running data centers at multiple locations now, right? So there could be data centers at a remote corner of the world or much closer to where you are, and you could divide your application workload between multiple data centers to manage availability risks and things like that as well. Similarly, security risks. I think today most large cloud providers, including the some we looked at, right, Amazon, Google, Azure, Microsoft Azure, they offer quite a large offering of security services, right? So you could get firewalls in the cloud or API management tools in the cloud. You could get services which offer you denial of service, distributed denial of service attack protection. Many of their storage services provide some very strong encryption capabilities as well today. So more or less, from an enterprise perspective, this notion of risk has started to dilute a little bit. It doesn't mean that there are no problems at all. I think as anyone migrates to the cloud, you have to be cognizant of what are the potential downsides and risk, and to kind of plan for them in advance. Another common consideration or concern was compliance, especially if you are in a regulated industry like healthcare or financial services. You are likely to have to meet a lot of compliance requirements, right? So if you're dealing with, say, personal medical electronic records, your applications more often need to be HIPAA compliant, or they do need to be HIPAA compliant. So cloud providers today are offering you infrastructure that is sometimes pre-certified for these compliances as well, which also means that it offloads the responsibility, at least to some extent, it offloads the responsibility from you as an app developer over to the cloud provider. They would take care of some aspects of it for you. The last one is also interesting. It's probably going to be interesting to you as a cloud developer or a cloud practitioner, which is a vendor lock-in risk. So if I build my application for one cloud provider, let's say you build your application for AWS, can I just run it on another cloud, right? Is it that seamless or easy for me to pick it up and run it somewhere else because maybe another cloud provider is giving me a better pricing, or I had an unfortunate incident or a bad experience with my current provider? So the answer to that kind of depends today. It depends on how you have architected your application, how you have packaged your application. So in a later conversation, later part of our conversation, next session, we will look at this idea of containers. What are the standard ways, containers and virtual machines, some standard ways of packaging your software so that you have better portability between cloud environments. Cloud providers have also started to provide services with standard APIs. So for example, if I get a database in the cloud, maybe it has a standard API like a JDBC or ODBC connection. which means that even if I move from one cloud provider to another, as long as that protocol or that API remains the same, my application will still work with the new cloud provider.